Year 3, this is homework help for autumn to week 3. Hopefully, children can remember the 2 times table and the 10 times table. If they can't remember the 5 times table quickly, I use the clock face to help them. It's a bit of a strange idea, but hopefully it helps them fix it. 12 o'clock would be at the top, 3 o'clock's there, 6 o'clock's there, and 9 o'clock's there. 12 times 5 at the top is 60. So 12 times 5 is 60. 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30. And 9 times 5 is 45. So we lock those in place. We give them a position, a little bit like a clock face. And then I get them to rub it off and then do it from memory. And then I add more on. So we know that it's a clock face. 12 times 5 is 60. 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30. And 9 times 5 is 45. I put the easy ones on next. Well, we all know what 10 times 5 is. That's 50, easy peasy. And 11 times 5, well, I do the 2 pen trick, which is pretend they're 11. So 11 times 5, you do your... So 11 times 5 is, ta-da, 55. So we've done 10, done 11. Everyone knows what 1 times 5 is. Most of us know that 2 times 5 is double 5, easy peasy. So it's just these monsters down here. For the 8, I say the 8 is a jelly belly. So 8 times 5 has got a belly button because 40 has got an even bigger belly button. So 8 times 5 is 40. And I even give him a belly button. There he is, 8 times 5. And we say jelly belly 8 is 40. So 8 times 5 is jelly belly 40. And then 7 times, a bit strange again, 7 I make into a shark fin because 7 times 5 is shark bite 35. And I pretend that the 3 is like a bite out of a sandwich. And it might sound a bit bizarre, but hopefully it works. So again, I rub it off. Oh, I've lost my rubbery bit. Here it is. And then I test them on the clock face. And I say, what's 12 times 5? And they should say 60. What's 3 times? They should say 15. What's 6 times? They should say 30. And what's 9 times? They should say 45. 11 times is easy. 11 times is 55. 10 times is even easier. That's 50. I say jelly belly 8. Well, 40's got the biggest belly. And then shark bite 7. And that's chomp, 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 35. Everybody knows what 1 times 5 is. And double 5, 2 times 5 is 10. So it's just these two now. When we say 5 times 5, I draw a 5 on my hand. And I draw a 5 on the other. Because 5 times 5 is, poof, 25. High 5, I say, which is 25. So 5 times 5 is 25, which leaves 4. 4 times 5 I find hard to remember. And I say, oh, you have tea at 4 o'clock. 4 times 5 is 20. It takes 20 minutes to gobble it. Okay. If you can't remember your 5s, that's a nice way of plotting them. One more time. 12 times 5 is 60. 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30. 9 times 5 is 45. What's 8 times 5? Jelly belly 8 is 40. What's high 5? High 5 is 25. What's 1 times 5? What's 11 times? 55. Everybody knows 10 times. That's 50, easy peasy. What's shark bite 7? 35. And last time for tea. How long does it take to eat tea? 20 minutes. So 4 times 5 is 20. That may help. Okay. The tricky bit of the maths homework was the challenge. And it's not so tricky at first. So if I was doing 4 times 5, hopefully time for tea, 4 times 5 is 20. But if I make one of my multiplicand, if I make my multiplicand bigger, my answer becomes 10 times bigger. So it's relatively straightforward. Let's do this time 4 times, we'll do 4 times 10. We know that 4 times 10 is 40. If I make my multiplier 100 times bigger, no, not 100, 10 times bigger, my answer becomes 10 times bigger. So that's not too tricky. But when you come to the bar models are a way of showing a calculation. So if the calculation was 2 times 4, bar model has the biggest number in the biggest bar. So 8 would be the answer. And this calculation is saying 2 lots of 4. So 2 lots of 4 is going to be 2 lots, literally, of 4 in each, because 4 and 4 is 8, or 2 lots of 4 is 8. If I switched my multiplier and my multiplicand and did 4 lots of 2, although it's the same answer still, this changes, because now I've got 4 lots, not 2 lots, but 4. So I would have to divide my bottom box into 4 lots, not 2, because I've got 4 lots with 2 in each. So 2 times 4 and 4 times 2 have the same answer, but a different bar model. Finally, the last thing I've asked them to do on the challenge is to make a calculation story using this calculation, for example. So I have 4 packets. I have 4 packets of what could I say? 4 packets of I want to say fruit, but I'm so going to say chocolate. I have 4 packets of chocolate, chocolate, and each packet has 2 bars, 2 lollies, I don't know, 2 bars in each. And I've got off the page. Okay. So the tricky thing about multiplication is really the bar model. This is how many lots you've got, and this number tells you how many's in each lot. Okay, thank you.